Here are 5 pro tips from a certified trichologist about what you should be doing for your hair this summer to protect yourself against common mistakes that most people make. Let's get into it. Now this summer you have the opportunity to actually lose hair or protect your hair with these 5 mistakes and things that you can do to protect yourself against these things to ensure that you have the thickest, fullest head of hair at the end of the summer. Number 1, when you are going in the pool, when you're going in the water, when you're going in the lake, make sure that you don't leave all of that residue on the scalp when you get out of the pool. Make sure you rinse your hair, and here's why. When you have all of this end up debris, bacteria, chlorine on the surface of the scalp that's just sitting there, eventually, if you do this over and over and over again, it is going to cause accelerated inflammation on the scalp if you have an overgrowth of microbials there already. I have seen time and time again where people do not rinse their hair, getting out of the lake, getting out of the pool, even the ocean, and it ends up causing inflammation. So just get some fresh water and rinse your hair. It's gonna make a world of difference. Now, number 2, if you have any type of seasonal allergies around the summertime, make sure that you do something about them. Because if you just let that run wild, that actual allergy is going to increase the amount of inflammation that you're experiencing, which will in turn cause you more hair loss. I have seen again, time and time, where people just ignore their seasonal allergies and it actually induces hair loss, especially in places that have a lot of pollen, like obviously Arizona, California, through the Midwest. So make sure that you protect yourself. So you can do that by actually using one of 2 things. Either one, you can go a pharmaceutical route and use Zyrtec. And Zyrtec I have seen to be very effective at decreasing the inflammation, which is caused by the allergies, which is then in turn going to accelerate the hair loss for seasonal allergies. Or another natural alternative is quercetin. You can take about 500 milligrams of quercetin on a daily basis, and that will help protect you against the allergies. And there's actually some evidence that says that it can help with alopecia areata and support with androgenetic alopecia. Number 3, you're going to be out in the sun this summer most likely, and you need to actually protect yourself against excessive sun exposure. But if you have low vitamin D, the first 15 minutes that you're in the sun, you can actually go without sunscreen, because with actually 22% of your skin being exposed, so you're wearing shorts, you're wearing a shirt, you will absorb 1,000 IUs of vitamin D through your skin in about 15 minutes. Now afterwards, now you're just encouraging sun damage and encouraging damage to your skin that could in turn lead to basal cell carcinoma or melanoma or all sorts of other skin abnormalities down the road. Obviously after 15 minutes cut it off, but get that vitamin D, but make sure you also protect your skin. So do that in tandem and you're gonna end up getting obviously the best result and probably getting a little bit of a tan as well. Now number 4, you have options when you are consuming things, say around 4th of July or at the barbecues. If you have the option between say a burger and a hot dog, go with the burger. And the reason for it is A, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna get more of that bioavailable iron from the red meat, but you are also going to decrease your exposure to nitrates and other inflammatory processed food ingredients that are gonna be in those hot dogs. And I love those hot dogs, but if you can actually decrease that and lean towards the hamburger, maybe even make it a lettuce wrap, you're gonna get the iron and you're going to get the B vitamins and actually the zinc from the hamburger, and you are not going to get the inflammation that is probably going to be much more accelerated with the hot dogs. And my number 5 pro tip, if you are using a topical compounded minoxidil formula with retinoic acid, you must be aware of this very last one. Even with a tiny amount of retinoic acid, which is also vitamin A, if you go out into the sun and you have not washed that off of your scalp, you are going to burn horribly. Retinoic acid actually accelerates exfoliation, leaving you with a more raw surface on the scalp, which when that sun hits it, you are going to then burn very easily and quickly. So do not go out into the sun. As an alternative, you can A, put sunscreen on your scalp and spray that on if you choose to, or you could obviously wear a hat, or pro tip, obviously compound out the retinoic acid during the summertime to protect your scalp. So I hope that helps. If you've got questions, go ahead, put them down in the comments. If you like content like this, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and I'm happy to help in any way.